Fool me once, shame on you. But fool me twice, shame on me. We all know quite well this English proverb. And yet, even though we are so familiar with it, from time to time, we allow people to fool us into doing things that are irresponsible or costly more than once or twice. Prophet Jeremiah, in today's first reading, says, "You duped me, O Lord, and I let myself be duped." You see, like so many of us, Jeremiah allowed God to dupe him into doing things that no other person would let God do to them. Why? Because Jeremiah cared and loved God and God's people. And that's why over and over again, Jeremiah allowed God to dupe him into dangerous situations, to fool him into speaking truth to power. Jesus, in today's gospel, just like Jeremiah, is also doing something that even Peter is strongly opposing. "Over my dead body, Jesus, you will go to Jerusalem to be betrayed, arrested, and crucified." And yet, like prophet Jeremiah, Jesus knows that he has to do things that are not pleasant, that are not wise, but are necessary. "You duped me, O Lord, and I let myself be duped into doing what you want me to do." You may think to yourself, Jeremiah and Jesus were not responsible people. Why would anyone do things that can cost them so much? Why would anyone let God or someone else dupe them continually over and over again? Why? Well, the answer is simple. Because they cared, they loved. And I bet you too have experienced being duped by the people you love and care more than once in your life. You don't think so? Ha. Go back to the days when your child was young, and I bet more than once she or he asked you, "Mommy, Daddy, could you please help me with this school project in the middle of the night?" You had important meetings in the morning. You knew you have to wake up at 5 or 6 a.m. And even though you knew that you should get your rest or beauty sleep, you decided to let your child dupe you into staying late, working on her or his school project until 1, 2, or 3 a.m. Why did you do that? Because you care and love your child. I remember 15 years ago, I let myself be duped by the people of this church. Even though I was a young and idealistic Roman Catholic priest, I allowed the people of St. Stanislaus to dupe me, to fool me into coming here and serving them and you as their pastor. If I wanted to focus on my career, if I was concerned about my well-being as a Roman Catholic priest, I should not have done so. But more I talked to them, the more I got to know them, the more I got to care for them, the more I saw how desperate and very much in need of the sacraments they are. And so I allowed myself to be duped into this risky situation that cost me excommunication and laicization by the Roman Catholic Church. You duped me, O Lord, and I let myself be duped. It's not only Jeremiah and Jesus that let God dupe them into doing things that are risky and costly. We all do so day after day, as parents, as spouses, as friends, as neighbors, because we care for the people, because we love our children, our spouses, our friends, our parishioners. We let God dupe us into doing things that otherwise would make no sense. Do not be afraid to imitate Jeremiah and Jesus in your life. Do not be afraid to take risks for the sake of those you love. Amen.